Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated Virtual College Fair powered by StriveScan. My name is Sibel. I will be your facilitator for today's session this Saturday, and I am super excited to get started. We have some amazing panelists and presenters here from some amazing institutions, but one thing I want to mention here is this is an appetizer session. We have about 45 minutes, 6 institutions, and each of them will have 6 minutes to present. So you'll get a taste, you'll get an appetizer of each one, but it is up to you to do your due diligence after this presentation or after this college fair to see which one is your main entree. All right. With that said, some housekeeping items for you all. Remember, this is a webinar format virtual college fair. You are muted and your video is turned off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. With that said, you're probably like, well, Sibel, how do I get my questions answered? That in and of itself is a great question. You will use the Q&A button in your Zoom toolbar to type in your questions to the presenters at any time. I stress at any time. We have 45 minutes. You may have a lot of questions, so please don't hold back. Put those questions in the Q&A, and our panelists and presenters will be answering them in that Q&A throughout the 45 minutes, so do not wait until the last minute. Also, please do us a favor, make it easier for us so we know what school the question goes to. Put that school's name within that question. That would be awesome. Thank you. Also, sign up for more sessions. Now, I will say this is the last one of its kind for today, so please disregard that message, but you're always more than welcome to check out the website for anything in the near future. Now, maybe mom, a cousin, a friend, grandma, grandpa, anybody, whoever it is, wants to check out these schools, or you know what, maybe you want to relive the fun. You are more than welcome to do so because all of these sessions are being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/alpha. Before I introduce our first institution, I do have a quick message. In the chat function, you may have some contact info from each panelist and presenter, so check the chat as well from time to time. Now, with that said, I will be posting a link, and you can click on that link for the KEL Scholarship prize registration and eligibility information. Again, it is a KEL scholarship. So if you want more info and the application process for that, I will be posting that link in the chat within the next few seconds. Without further ado, I have my first institution up for today's session, Trinity, Washington University.
Good morning. My name is Jessica Izarro Rosales. I am the admissions recruiter for Trinity, Washington University. At Trinity, we are an all-women's institution. We are committed to the education of women in the foundation for learning in the liberal arts, as well as integrating with professional preparation and have a grounding in the mission of the Sisters of Notre Dame. So we were founded by the Sisters of Notre Dame in 1897. Because at that time, not a lot of women were being allowed to go into higher education. And to this point, we still continue with that simple process of wanting to make women leaders here in the nation's capital. And because we are a smaller institution, we have a student to professor ratio with 15:1. That makes it easier for you to have accessibility with your professors and just be able to get to know one another as well. So here at Trinity, we do have 23 different majors. Our top majors tend to be in nursing, as well as psychology, business administration, sociology. But again, we allow you the process to not have to decide when you want to go into your specific major and declare it until the end of your sophomore year, so that you're allowed more time to explore. And again, we do have other minors. But in addition to this, again, we are very well known for our nursing program. And if you are interested, feel free to send more questions later on, and I'll be more than welcome to share those answers as well with you. For our students that are interested in doing as well living on campus, it is not a requirement to live on campus as a first-year student. However, we are still continuing the process where all of our students are being individually put in their own dorms, and it is a traditional style double dorm. with shared bathrooms as well as laundry rooms on each floor. We also do have our Trinity Center for Girls and Women's in Sports. It is the nation's largest facility dedicated to women and girls in sports. We are Division III and athletics program in tennis, lacrosse, volleyball, soccer, as well as in basketball. And we have various scholarships here at Trinity, but the most important one that I want to point out is the Leadership Scholarship. And the Leadership Scholarship is a guaranteed scholarship that all of our students receive who are accepted into Trinity. If you want to qualify for up to $15,000, make sure to complete your application with documents by January 1st. And after January 1st, the amount for the scholarship does tend to go down. For up to $12,000, make sure to apply before February 1st. And again, in order to receive this leadership scholarship, you must be admitted to Trinity and complete your FAFSA as well. We also do have the Honor Scholarship and the Dreamer Scholarship, which is specifically for students who are Dreamer students. They can do the National Scholarship or the Opportunity Scholarship. And the Conway is more specifically targeted towards DC, PG, and Montgomery. And again, if you want more information, just send me your questions and I'll be more than glad to answer them. And again, the most important thing for students in order to apply to Trinity, you need your official high school transcript, your personal statement, and one letter of recommendation. And we are test optional. And we look at your application in a holistic approach, meaning that we take into consideration, especially for students that may have been affected by COVID, we take that into consideration when we are looking into your transcripts, as well as your letters of recommendation and your personal statement. And the same process applies to transfer students. However, in addition to your official transcripts for high school, you need your college and university transcripts. And again, my name is Jessica Izara. I am the admissions recruiter for Trinity. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to send them to me. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for Trinity Washington University, please put it in that Q&A in your Zoom toolbar. All right, next up we have Towson University. You are muted currently.
Thank you. You would think
That's
after doing Zoom for how many years now, I would get it by now. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ideva Longa. I am one of our assistant directors of admission at Towson University. I'm really happy to be here with you all today, and I want to share some information with you about Towson University. We are the second largest institution in the state of Maryland. We have about 20,000 students at our university currently, with over 60 plus majors, minors, concentrations. We have an average class size of about 24 students. And in terms of our population on campus, we are 55% minority serving institution. So we've recently been declared MSI. So we want to make sure that we're able to be an accessible education for students all over the state of Maryland, all across the country. Something that we are very proud of is not only do we have students coming from all across the country and all across the world, but all of our students are graduating and succeeding at the same rate. So no matter what your race, your gender, ethnicity, household income, the high school that you graduated from, all students are graduating and succeeding at the same rate. We have a 6-year graduation rate about 73%, which we are very proud of. And we make sure that we do this with the different resource and support services that we offer you at the university. I am a proud Towson University grad, and I really believe that the tools that Towson provided for me really helped me to succeed and to get me where I am today. We have 6 academic colleges on campus. I'm going to touch on each one very briefly. Our College of Business and Economics is a top 30 undergraduate program with a 96% employment rate. And that's because of the 120-hour credit internship that's built a part of the program. And our internships range from working with Under Armour, which is located in Baltimore, working with McCormick and even the Baltimore Ravens. We have our largest producer of healthcare graduates in the state of Maryland and the second largest producer of nurses with an NCLEX pass rate of about 89%. And we're currently in the process of building a brand new College of Health Professions with a full hospital simulation lab on the top floor. Our College of Fine Arts and Communication, we have lots of notable alumni that have come out of the program. If any of you are familiar with maybe Midnight Mass or The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix, creator and producer Mike Flanagan is a Towson University grad. Amy Schumer, as well as CNN's Brian Stelter. And we make sure that we build internships as a part of this program as well, whether it's with Fox or MSNBC or even our own student-run newspaper, The Tower Light, to really allow students to get that experience in the classroom before we send them out into the job market. We have our College of Liberal Arts, our largest academic college on campus. 99% of our professors have reached a terminal degree in their field, which means they've reached the highest level that they can go. And you have the ability to participate in lots of different research opportunities within the College of Liberal Arts and get to do your own published research before you even graduate from the university. Back in 1866, when we were founded, we started off as a teaching college, and we are still the #1 producer of teachers in the state of Maryland, specifically recognized for our special education program. We have a 100% placement rate within our College of Education. And all that means is that before you're even graduating, there are counties all across the state of Maryland, up and down the East Coast, that are looking for you as a Towson University education grad. And then last but not least, our College of Fisher Science and Mathematics, a brand new building, over 300,000 square feet, $180 million project. It has touchscreen cadaver labs, a planetarium, an observatory. We received a multi-million-dollar grant from the NSA for our cybersecurity program. We've actually been dubbed the leader in cybersecurity by the NSA since, I want to say, about 2006. Our student to faculty ratio is 16:1, even with having a school of almost 20,000 students at our university. And we still make sure that we have a job and internship fair 2 times a year for you to be able to connect with different employers from locally as well as across the country. We also have an honors college for those of you who may be in IB dual enrollment courses, honors courses right now, who want to challenge yourself a little bit. And this year, we're very proud to have 4 Fulbright scholars and 2 Rhodes finalists that have come out of our honors college this year. We have over 300 plus clubs and organizations at Towson. We are a D1 school, 19 Division I sports on campus. We have Greek life, cultural organizations, and this is just a really great way for you to connect with people on campus. And then lots of housing and dining options. We have apartment style, suite style housing. We have Chick-fil-A, we have Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, really anything that you're looking to eat on campus, as well as you go to school right outside of Baltimore. So you want to make sure that you try out all of those food places. Our application deadline is November 15th, which is next Tuesday. So if you haven't started applying yet and you're interested, please do. If you apply early action, you're automatically considered for scholarships. You don't have to do anything additional. And we are on the Common App, $45 application fee or fee waiver. Check out our website for all of our fee waivers. We're going to ask for your transcripts and essays and activities, and we are test optional. We do have a regular decision deadline of February 1st, but there's no money attached to the February 1 deadline. So you want to make sure that you apply by November 15th. This is all of our information where you can hit us up, email us, call us, chat us, find us on social media, and most of all, make sure you come and visit us. All right, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for Towson University, please put it in that Q&A. All right, next up we have University of Maryland, Baltimore County.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and just share this really quickly. My name is Gabby Salas. I'm an admissions counselor with UMBC. We're the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. We are a medium-sized Public University, located in the county area, just outside 10 minutes of Baltimore. Our school, this is just kind of a page showing you UMBC at a glance. So our school colors are black and gold. Our mascot is a Chesapeake Bay Retriever. Our total student body population is at around 14,000, with 11,000 of that being undergraduate students. Our average class size is 24 students, with a student faculty ratio of about 17:1. We have a number of different major programs available at UMBC as well. Some of our popular ones I went ahead and listed on the screen. Within the STEM field, definitely computer science, biology, engineering departments are really great. UMBC offers computer engineering, chemical engineering, and mechanical engineering. Within the visual and performing arts, the theater program is one of the popular ones. So is graphic design and cinematic arts. Within the humanities, media and communication studies, some that are not listed on there that are also pretty popular for our students are global studies, as well as American studies. For social sciences, psychology is definitely by far our most popular social science department. Also, we do have a certification program for education, and our social work program is also really great. UMBC does offer pre-professional programs, so we do have pre-dental hygiene, pre-dentistry, pre-law, pre-medicine. The way that it kind of works at UMBC is that our students do end up majoring in something in particular. For instance, you might major in biology and just be pre-medicine. What that looks like is that it gives you access to an additional advisor who's going to work with you throughout your time at UMBC to ensure that you're completing all of the prerequisites to later on apply to medical school. They're also going to make sure that you're completing those courses at a level that's going to keep you competitive for that application process later on. Aside from academics, UMBC is a very lively campus community. We are a D1 school. We are part of the America East Conference. We have D1 baseball, basketball, cross country, lacrosse, soccer, softball, swimming and dive, track and field, and volleyball. But we do also have semi-competitive club teams and recreational teams. We do also have around 275 different student clubs and organizations, ranging from social organizations like Greek Life to cultural organizations like the Hispanic Latino Student Union. We have pre-professional organizations such as our mock trial team, which actually were the 2021 national champions. They beat Yale's mock trial team in order to win that title. So some really great things coming from our students. In order to apply to UMBC, we are a common application school. So we would require the completed common application, which includes your essay portion. We do also require an official high school transcript. We will be test optional currently for the fall of 2023. So for any seniors who are attending, you can still choose to submit your test scores, but you are not required to. For anybody who might be a junior or lower, UMBC has not made an official decision as to whether or not we will continue to be test optional. So definitely make sure that you're staying in contact and that you're checking back in with us. Hopefully we'll be able to release that decision sooner rather than later. So just again, if you're a junior or lower, keep in mind that we may require test scores for your application cycle next year. Aside from that, we do strongly encourage up to 2 letters of recommendation. Those are not required, but UMBC does do a holistic application review process. So we do take into consideration all of the aspects of the application. We strive to make sure that we're admitting students who are going to be academically successful on campus, but we also want to make sure that we're admitting students that are driven and passionate, and that are going to be a good fit for our campus life and our campus community. And the best way for us to really get to know that about you is through your essay, through the Common App, but also through your letters of recommendation if you do choose to submit them. We do also have an application fee of $75. There are waivers available through the common application. So for instance, if you do qualify for free or reduced lunch, or if you do qualify for an SAT or ACT fee waiver, you should be able to get one of those fee waivers from the common application. Unfortunately, our early action deadline has already passed. It was November 1st. So for anybody who might be a junior or younger, just keep that early action deadline in mind for next year of November 1st. For my seniors, there is no worry. We do still have our regular decision deadline of February 1st. So just to keep in mind, you do have plenty of time to complete that common application and have it sent to us along with your documents and everything like that. We do also have really great financial aid opportunities. So our financial aid office is really amazing. They will talk to any prospective student about any questions they might have related to FAFSA. If you need to kind of have the different loan types broken down, or you just have general questions about anything related to the financial aid portion, they're really great. We do have counselors that kind of work for students depending on where your last name is. So you can find that information on our financial aid website. UMBC does also have scholar programs opportunities. So we do have the Honors College, which you can apply to via the Common Application. We do also have 7 other scholars programs that you can apply to separately. So they do have a separate application process, and they have later dates in our Common Application deadline. So typically those are due either December 1st or January 15th. Those are great communities that are competitive. They are academically rigorous. They will provide you with additional advising and networking opportunities, and they do come with their own merit-based scholarship. So again, never a bad thing. You want to make sure you're throwing your hat in the ring for all the scholarship opportunities for sure. So definitely check out our website, the Financial Aid and Scholarships Department's website, so that you can see the different descriptions of the scholars programs. And if something fits your interests, I would really encourage you to apply. They are definitely fantastic opportunities. I myself am a graduate of UMBC, and I was a member of the Sondheim Public Affairs Scholars Program. So again, just some really fantastic opportunities through those.
Thank you so much, Gabby. I'm sorry, we are out of time.
That's totally fine. I'll make sure I put my information in the chat. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for University of Maryland, Baltimore County, please put it in the Q&A. Next up, we have the University of Baltimore.
Hello, my name is Amadou. I am an undergrad admission counselor here with the University of Baltimore. A little bit about the University of Baltimore is that the University of Baltimore was founded in 1925 as a night business school and a law school for working adults. We have roughly over 70 plus programs at our institution. We have law, which is our top program. We have business, that is our second top program. We have communication and design, psychology, health, and administration, cyber security, and gaming and technology. And our third most popular program is forensic science. Our institution is the best bang for the buck, so we're pretty affordable. To apply as a first-time undergrad, meaning a freshman, you need to submit your application. We are test optional, but if you decide to opt into test optional, we expect students to submit letters of recommendation. And of course, we do need your high school transcript. And if you're a non-traditional first year, we will expect you to submit 2 letters of recommendation and a resume. For the transfer, the process is pretty simple. We need your application and your official college transcripts, and also you need to meet the transfer requirement, which is 30 credits or more. Most of our alums do big things. Many of them either when they graduate, they work for the FBI, T.O. Price, Northrop Grumman, well-known places throughout the Maryland area. We have roughly over 62,000 alumni, and 42,000 of them still reside in Maryland. So if you were able to attend our school and you were able to pursue one of our programs, for instance, business or finance, you may come across a UBalt alum. So we are known to be different by design. Our institution is a PBI institution, which that means it's predominantly Black. Our community is made out of all types of ages and backgrounds, and we're very diverse. So you can have people who are working, taking night classes, and you also have students who are traditional, who are like commuters. You can afford UBalt. We offer a lot of scholarship, grants, work study positions, and also graduate assistantship. And there are several ways to cut the cost. We do have the honors program. Say if you have a 3.5 GPA from high school or community college, you can join the Helen P. Dennett. You can take enhanced courses. You can do some research opportunity, meaning like you can study abroad, and that is funded. And also you can do some other opportunities, take advantage. We are known to be transfer. We do have a lot of our students being a transfer, meaning they do community college and get the associates and then come into our school because they knock out the general studies and then go straight into our program, which is, saves the time to graduate. We also have the Career Internship Center. So whether you're working on your first resume, we do have professionals that will help you craft and give you recommendation to help strengthen your resume and your cover letter. And there's also mock interview, and we also do LinkedIn photo shoot, and we also do career fairs twice a year. You can complete your degree for free. So we have the Bob Parson scholarship. So you need to be Pell eligible, and you need to be a transfer, meaning like you need to have your associates, and you also need to be enrolling full time. You can also earn 2 degrees faster, meaning like if you're about to graduate, you can take graduate courses, which is accelerated option. So say if you are a business major and you want to pursue an MBA degree, you can take those classes. And also, we are known to be the only 2 law schools in the state of Maryland. Say if you are taking pre-law or early entry, we do have the early entry option where they can help you get into the law school.
All right, thank you so much. If you have any questions about University of Baltimore, please put it in the Q&A. All right, next up we have McDaniel College.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Let me just share my screen. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Kellyanne Palm, and I am representing McDaniel College today. Just going to talk to you a little bit about what we have to offer. So starting off, just some fast facts for you. We opened in 1867. And we are located in Westminster, Maryland. So we do have a beautiful kind of hilltop campus located in downtown Westminster. So we do have a lot of locally owned businesses and shops that our students take advantage of in walking distance. We also have Route 140 located kind of right behind campus. So Target, Walmart, Chick-fil-A, all those essentials are very convenient within 5 to 10 minutes. So I would really encourage everyone to visit if they do have the time and ability to, so you can see for yourself. We are a very residential campus. So about 84% of our undergraduate students do live on campus, and we have about 1,800 undergraduate students, 1,200 graduate. So we are a smaller school. Our average class size is about 15. In this setting, you really get to know your professor, and they get to know you as well. We do pride ourselves on student-professor relationships, or I should say student-faculty relationships, and our ratio there is 12:1. So because we are a smaller school, we do kind of have the ability to individualize education as much as we can. And our students definitely take advantage of that. So moving on, you will see we do have a lot of different majors, minors, specializations, things like that. Because we are a liberal arts and sciences school, when you get accepted to McDaniel, you are accepted to all of our majors and minors. So you're never going to have to apply to like the School of Business or the School of Health Sciences or anything like that. You're accepted to all of our programs. So with that being said, it is pretty convenient for our students to be able to double major, double minor, just explore in anything that interests them. That is another big belief in the liberal arts education. That we really want you to just be unrestricted within what you want to learn and what you want to major and minor in, especially nowadays, people are switching career paths more so than ever. So we just try to equip our students with as many skills as we possibly can when they graduate. And I know sometimes that just comes across as more work to high school students, and I know it came across as more work to me at first when you start talking about a double major, but they really can conveniently organize it so our students are able to just kind of take the classes that they're interested in and pick up an extra specialization, minor, major, whatever you want. And you can also see those pre-professional programs as well. As you can see also in the bottom corner there, we do have a design your own major. Again, because we are a smaller school, we do have that ability to try and just cater to our students and meet them halfway. So if you do have a major that you don't see here currently, you can talk it out with an advisor and see if you could organize classes in a way that would help you achieve that major. And that is something that you can do before you get here so that you know that you can definitely explore what you're interested in. This is the McDaniel commitment. I won't go too in depth, but basically it is 4 promises that we make to our students before they even set foot here at McDaniel. And it's it's 4 different commitments that we are going to make to you throughout your time here. So starts off with my place, which is the promise from McDaniel to our students that we are going to help you through the college transition. My design is where you build a blueprint of your college transition. This is a course that our students take. My experience is a guarantee that you will graduate from McDaniel with at least 2 outside of the classroom experiences. And then my career is another course that our students take. And this helps a lot with like resume building, as well as interview prep, cover letter writing, things like that. So this is a commitment that McDaniel makes to our students to just promise to you what you're going to get out of your education. So that is a little bit about that. Again, it is a little bit more in depth, but for the sake of time, I won't go too deep into that. As far as our student life, we do have over 80 different clubs and organizations. We have Greek life here at McDaniel. I think it's about 25% of our students choose to participate in that. So if that's something you're interested in, that's awesome. We love our Greek life community. If not, it's not something you're going to necessarily feel like left out by not doing. 22 Division III sports teams. We are in the Centennial Conference. So lots of opportunities to be a student athlete. We are also ranked for tailgating. So we do love to support our teams. We also have an Office of Student Engagement that plans different activities on campus. They've worked pretty tirelessly to keep campus fun, really. So they have petting zoos, magic shows, they have food trucks on the quad, all sorts of different stuff. They're like magicians. I don't even know how they do it, but they do. Also blitz trips on the weekends. These go DC, Baltimore, Gettysburg, they go to Ravens games, different types. They went to Field of Screams. And again, always open to new ideas, new clubs. Anything that you can bring to the table is welcomed here. So if there is a trip you are really, I think New York City was one that a student pitched and they were able to actually organize that. We have an Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion here that does work to make everyone feel welcome on campus. Our SAS office and Wellness Center also work with our students on a more individual basis. Moving on, study abroad, always like to give that a shout out because we do have a McDaniel Budapest campus where all of your credits easily transfer over and all of your financial aid, scholarships, all that good stuff transfers over pretty easily as well. Our application, we do try to keep as simple as possible. As you can see under our requirements, we do require the application, the essay, and the transcript. That is all you really need. Letters of recommendation are encouraged. SAT, ACT are optional. You can see the deadlines below there. And they do, again, try to keep everything simple. Financial aid over 90% of our students do receive financial aid. We have merit-based and legacy scholarships where you are automatically considered for when you apply here. So I think our average scholarship is about $27,000, as you can see there. This is my information, just in case you want to take a picture of it. I will also put it in the chat, but thank you so much for listening, and it was great to chat with you all.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for McDaniel College, please put it in that Q&A. All right, we have Stevenson University next.
Great. Hello, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and just pull up the presentation. There we go. Awesome. So hello, my name is Holly. I am one of the admissions counselors at Stevenson. If you're not too familiar with Stevenson, we are located in Owings Mills, Maryland. So we are about 60 minutes away from DC and about 30 minutes away from the Inner Harbor area in Baltimore. Now we are a smaller school, so we have about 3,000 undergraduate students, with the average class size being about 17 students. We really try to keep the classes as small as we can so that you guys get to have that one-on-one connection with your professors. I myself went to Stevenson. My smallest class size was about 5 students, so that was a really nice way for me to actually get to know the professors. They become your letters of recommendation for graduate school and for jobs after college as well. So we really pride ourselves on that. We do have on-campus housing for all 4 years. We were recently ranked number 7 best residence halls in the US. So they are suite style dorms. If you ever get a chance to visit Stevenson, you will get the chance to see the dorms. They have AC, heat, refrigerator, microwave, no communal bathrooms, and probably my favorite part of them is that you get your own closet. So that is definitely a really nice aspect of living on campus. Now, all freshmen, you're allowed to have your cars on campus. It's free parking. So if you have a job on the weekends or if you need to go home, then you are free to do so. There's no on-campus resident requirement, so you don't have to live on campus, but we do encourage our students to. Now, 100% of our majors do offer some sort of career exploration. Basically, what that is that all of our majors at Stevenson do require you to either complete an internship, a research project, or a senior capstone. We do have internship coordinators within the majors to help you find your internship, and then it'll be worked into your class load. Some of our larger majors here at Stevenson include our nursing program, which is direct entry, criminal justice, psychology, more recently, cybersecurity and digital forensics has really become popular, and then usually the science majors, so biology, chemistry, all of those majors. Applying to Stevenson is fairly simple. We are on the Common App, or we do have a Stevenson application on our website. Whichever one you choose, they are both exactly the same and they are both free. Now, we are on rolling admissions, so we will continue to accept students all year round, pretty much up until the start date at Stevenson for your freshman year. Once you apply, you will hear back within 2 to 3 weeks via mail, so we'll push it to you as soon as we can so that you and your family have more time to financially plan. Compare us to other colleges, whether that works out in Stevenson's favor or not. We really want you guys to be able to make the best decision for you. Now, we only have one main deadline for the application, which is coming up, and that is December 1st. That is our priority deadline. What that means is if you apply before December 1st, you will hear back before winter break. If you apply after December 1st, it might just take us a little bit longer to get your application decision to you, just because we're not in the office for winter break. You do have to complete one of the common application essay prompts and then a short response about Stevenson, as well as have your official high school transcript submitted. Now, those do need to be submitted by your school counselor. So whatever their process is for requesting it, go ahead and let them know that you've applied, and then they will send it over to us. For my seniors right now, so for the fall of 2023 class, we are currently test optional. So if you want to go ahead and submit your SAT and ACT, you are more than welcome to, but you do not have to. We are also optional for letters of recommendation. I usually suggest that students submit them anyway, especially if you already have them. It's a really great way for us to get to know you a little bit more as a student and even as a person outside of school. Here is a list of all of our scholarships. So the one that recently passed for the deadline was our presidential fellowship. So if we do have anybody who is a junior or below, this is definitely a great one to keep in mind. This is our full tuition scholarship. You do have to have your Stevenson application in and the presidential fellowship application in no later than November 1st. So for my juniors, it would be November 1st, 2023. I recommend every single student, even if you think you're eligible or not eligible, go ahead and apply for it, because the worst that they're going to do is say that you might not be eligible, but the best that's going to happen is that you get offered a full tuition presidential fellowship scholarship. So it's definitely a great outcome. We do have a couple other specialty scholarships. So if you are interested in theater, if you are interested in one of our visual arts programs, so fashion design, graphic design, or film and moving image, we have specific scholarships for you guys. We do have a brand new mock trial scholarship as well, and a brand new esports one and marching band one. I am actually the coordinator for the visual arts, theater, marching band, and the mock trial scholarship. So if you do have specific questions regarding those, definitely feel free to reach out to me. I'm always more than happy to answer. You can see on the left-hand side of the screen, we do have merit-based awards. This is solely based on your academics and your GPA. So once you apply, and if you are accepted into Stevenson, we will have a scholarship letter for you within your acceptance packet, and it will list your merit-based award along with a couple other scholarships that we think you would be a great fit for or that you might be eligible for. That is pretty much it for me. This is how you can get in contact with us. Everybody there is happy to help you. So we have quite a few different admissions counselors based on where you live. So you can find us on the website if you would like. I also recommend trying to come out to an open house. We do have one coming up on November 19th. So that is next Saturday. It's a great way to meet faculty within your major, get the full campus tour, and try the dining hall food.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for Stevenson University, please put it in the Q&A. All right. If all my panelists and presenters can come on back and show me your beautiful faces, that would be fantastic. I do have a question for you all. Since you are the experts in your field in this admissions process, it's super important to hear from you all at this point in time about that process. Oh, I see everyone's faces. Perfect. All right. So we have a few minutes here, so I'd love to hear from you all, and then I have a quick special announcement at the end. So what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And we will go in presentation order. So Trinity, Washington University, you are first.
The advice that I would give to students going through the college search process is making sure that you're reaching out to each of these schools, making sure that you are also aware of what major you are into, so that you can know, which specific schools would match you, go to their campuses, do tours, so that you can get a better idea of picturing yourself on that campus as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Towson University.
My advice would be to do your research. More often than not, students apply and realize the school doesn't even have the major that they're looking for, or maybe outside of their price range, or it doesn't have the support that they're looking for. So I encourage you to start right now, start making a list of things that are important to you in a college, especially for juniors, and start to narrow down all of those things and look and see what schools match up with that.
Thank you so much. And University of Maryland, Baltimore.
Yeah, definitely making sure that you're visiting the campuses. It's a really great way to see if the campus will be a good fit for you, not only academically, but personally. You definitely want to make sure that you are ultimately picking a school where not only are you going to get your academics and the resources you need to succeed academically, but also where you feel comfortable and you feel like it's a good fit for you. So definitely make sure you're visiting.
Thank you so much. University of Baltimore.
Yes. So yes, do research, due diligence is really important. Make sure you know that the program that you're interested in pursuing has that, and also have that connection with the admission counselor. Ask questions. Always go out and do some tours and get to know your admission counselor.
Thank you so much. McDaniel College.
Yeah, I think this is all really good advice. I was also going to talk about the importance of visiting schools, and also sometimes it is easier to narrow down what you don't want. So as far as like how big a school is or the distance, things like that can help you narrow down schools that are definitely not going to be a good fit for you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And we have Stevenson University.
So I did steal this piece of advice from another counselor at another school, but I loved it so much. Creating a separate email actually for your college applications. You will probably get a lot of emails from all of the schools. So it's kind of nice to have a separate email, whether it's just your name, college@gmail.com. That way it's easier to keep track of.
Fantastic. Thank you so much to my panelists and presenters for sharing your expertise in the college admissions process. What you do is extremely important. So thank you all so much for being here. Now we are towards the end of the session. Before you leave, check that chat. I went ahead and put the link. We do have a session happening on our YouTube channel, so you can find that link on the YouTube channel. And again, just don't forget to go ahead and use that link I put in the beginning to join that live scholarship and prize drawing for the KEL chapter. And again, it is on that YouTube page at 1 p.m. Eastern, shortly after this fair session. So please check out that YouTube channel and go ahead and apply with the link that I sent in the beginning. Now, with that said, my audience, thank you so much for being here. What you do by showing up is also extremely important. After you close out this window, a very quick 5-question survey will appear. The words "very quick" are literally on your screen, so I promise it will not take too much time. Please give us some feedback. We really do appreciate it. Signing up for more sessions, please disregard that message. This is the last session, so head at 1 p.m. Eastern time to that YouTube channel to see what that prize drawing, if you are going to win that scholarship, all that good stuff. Now, if you'd like to relive the fun with us, you are absolutely more than welcome to do so. All the sessions are being recorded, and the recordings will be available at strivescan.com/alpha. With that said, you all, thank you again so much for being here, and I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday. Bye, everybody.